Adventures, guys. And those of you that are watching online, y'all, I'm going to wave at you. Hey. And I hope that you enjoy today's Bible adventure. Today's Bible adventure is called A Perfect Storm. And today we're going to meet Paul. Do you guys remember who we met yesterday?
Saul and Ananias.
We met Saul and Ananias. And Ananias, he was a little bit scared, so he had to depend on Jesus to help him get through hard times. Well, today, remember, Saul was blinded, and Ananias prayed over him, and God healed him so he could see. Well, you know what? His name is not Saul anymore. His heart was changed, and the scales fell off of his eyes, and he is now a Christian, ready to spread the gospel for Jesus. So his name is not Saul. What's his name now?
Paul.
He's a brand new person. So we're going to meet Paul today, and we're going to go on an adventure on the ocean with Paul. But Paul is a prisoner. He is on the way to Rome to stand trial. So before you enter, we're going to pretend that today is a ship. So if you're at home, pretend that you're on a ship. And we're going to have to get that ship in top shape, okay? So you're going to have to walk the gangplank. So if you're at home, you can pretend you have a gangplank and you can walk it with us. Yes, Lexi?
So let me get this straight.
Okay.
How come Paul was putting people in jail and now he's
Well, that's a great question, because now Paul is talking about Jesus, and he's trying to convert those people to Christians, and Christianity is not accepted then. And so just like in some parts of the world, people are put into prison for spreading the gospel about Jesus. So you guys are ready? All right, we're going to get in 2 rows. You have a question? We're
yeah.
going to get in 2 rows, and then we're going to walk the gangplank.
Oh, in his time, were there still Christians who then
No, they're not. Yes, yes. All right, guys, so we're going to walk the gangplank. Don't fall in, okay? And we're going to sit on each side. We're going to sit in rows, because you guys are going to have to help row this ship. Good job. Look at you all.
Yeah, what the fuck is
All right, go ahead. You can take out your Bible Adventures book. If you're at home, take out your Bible Adventures book, and you're going to turn to page 13, A Perfect Storm. All right. Okay, guys. I just got a letter from the captain of the ship. I was not supposed to be the captain, but listen to this. Dear Kimberly, I'm feeling a little green around the gills today, so I won't be able to sail the ship. But you used to sail, so you be in charge. Have a fun voyage, and thanks for your help. Signed, the captain. Oh my word. I have not sailed a ship in a very long time. I don't know if you guys want me sailing this ship.
Can I?
You can sure help me. I'm going to need as much help as I can get. And those of you at home, I'm going to need lots of help to sail this ship. But don't worry. Remember what Ananias said yesterday? What does Jesus' power do? Jesus' power helps us do?
Hard things.
Trust Jesus. So we're going to trust Jesus, and we're going to sail this ship. So, all right, everybody up on your feet. Let's go. You guys at home, up on your feet. All right. We got to get this ship in shape. That was a little tongue twister. All right, so first thing we have to do is we have to hoist those sails up. So you're going to reach up and you're going to pull. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And say it with me. Pull. You guys at home do it too. Pull. Pull. Oh gosh, are they up there? Are they ready? Come on, guys. Let's help her. All right, pull. All right, great. We got those up. Okay, now don't sit down. We got to swab that deck, and that is fancy ship speak for mop that deck. Got to have it clean. Ready? Back and forth and back. Do it with us, guys. Back and forth and back and forth. Is it shiny yet? Does it look good? Clean? All right, great. Now, we can't go anywhere unless we pull that anchor up. We got an anchor on this side and an anchor on that side. So if you're at home or you're here, I want you to reach over to the side of your ship, whether you're on the starboard or the other side, and I want you to pull. Ready? Pull. Come on, guys. Pull. Pull. All right, are we ready?
No.
All right, I think so. Everybody have a seat. Okay.
Wait, what about our cargo?
Up. Get that cargo in. Don't forget your cargo. All right, got it? Okay.
Wait, one more.
All right, one more thing. Gotta fire up those engines.
Wait, what? There's no engines on this. This is a normal ship. You have to row.
You know what? You're right. There's no engines on this ship. We're in the Bible times. Sorry, guys at home. You've got some work to do. We're gonna have to depend on the what? Sails. And what are those sails gonna need to move this ship?
Wind.
Wind.
And we need some paddling.
Okay, so get your oars ready.
Wait, we need a compass.
Oh, we need a compass too? Well, we're just gonna sail. We're gonna set sail and go and pray, and we're gonna ask God to lead us to the right area.
Do we have any food?
Well, God, you know what? Well, that's a good question. We'll have to find out about that. All right, guys, you ready? Okay. I'm not feeling any wind yet. We need more wind than this. So while we're waiting, I want to talk about something with you guys at home and with you guys here on the ship. Tell me about something that you'd like to change in your life, but you kind of feel powerless about doing it. You know what? I kind of feel powerless having to sail this ship. I haven't done this in a long time. It's kind of scary. So I want you to turn and just talk real briefly to your partner about something that you feel a little bit of powerless about. Anything that you guys feel powerless about? Maybe there's someone at school that was bullying you, or maybe you have a friendship that's kind of broken up and you kind of feel powerless about that. You guys think about that for a little bit. And if you want to share something, you're welcome to. You guys are quiet today. All right.
Yeah, because we're filming.
Yeah, oh, that's right. That's okay. All right. Well, guys, you know what? Sometimes it doesn't feel good to be powerless. It kind of feels hopeless. But today we're learning about a new kind of power, the power of Jesus. And you know what our saying is for today? So I want you to say it with me. Jesus' power gives us hope. All right? And we're going to trust Jesus. Hey, I feel some wind, just a little bit. All right, are you guys ready to go? All right, it should be an easy trip unless that prisoner that's down there, chained up below, is right. You know what he said? He said that our ship would sink. Paul said that our ship would sink. Now, what does he know? He's just a prisoner. I don't think that we should listen to him. He's not a sailor. I don't think we should pay attention to what he says.
He's just trying to get away.
He's just, you think we should?
I think we should, kind of.
Maybe.
Maybe he could help us.
Maybe he could help us.
He's a Christian.
Oh, man, let me tell you a little bit about him. His name is Paul. And from what I hear, he's a Christian. Who got in trouble because he keeps telling Jesus. He keeps telling all the people that he meets about Jesus. And God changed his heart from hating Jesus followers to being a Jesus follower. And you know who the big emperor is in Rome? He does not like this. He does not approve of it. He does not believe in God. And he definitely doesn't believe in Jesus. So the emperor does not want people to follow him.
Well, maybe we could just kind of without them knowing.
Maybe we could do it on the down low. We sure could.
Yeah.
But Paul kept talking, and now he's in the bottom of this ship chained up, and he is going to Rome to stand trial in front of the emperor himself. I wouldn't want to be in Paul's sandals. Would you want to be in Paul's sandals?
Oh no.
I kind of like my sandals. I like my own sandals. I don't think I want to be in Paul's sandals. Well, I heard some of you might be Christians too. I was just listening to some of you talk, and I was listening to your crew leader tell me a little bit about you earlier. And I heard that some of you might be Christians. So I have a question for you. If you could tell a person who didn't know Jesus, if you could tell them something about Jesus, what would you tell them about Jesus?
That he performs miracles.
That Jesus performs miracles? Okay, that's good.
That he loves you and he'll love you forever.
Oh, that he does. He loves you. He'll love you forever. Lexi?
That he saved us from sin.
He saved us from sin. Wow, you guys have got this. I think we've got a lot of Christians on this boat.
And I would tell him that God made the whole earth and everything, even you, because he loves you.
That's right. Wow, guys, thanks for sharing. I'm very impressed. Well, here's another question. Since Paul was told not to talk about Jesus and he did it anyway, what do you think Paul's punishment should be?
I bet it's going to be cruel, and I bet it's going to be death.
You think that they're going to sentence him to life in prison and maybe even death?
I think it's death because
If I had to
he
choose, I
didn't
wouldn't give him.
disobeyed the emperor.
He did.
But the emperor doesn't have no power over Christians.
That's right. Who's got the power over Christians?
The Lord.
The Lord's got the power over Christians. What did you say back there? I heard Miss, what did you say? What were you going to say?
I said I wouldn't do that to him and just give him some cookies.
You would give him some cookies, some snacks. He probably is really hungry down there. Well, guys, oh, did y'all feel that? I want y'all to listen. I think I feel some rain.
I don't feel right.
You don't feel it?
It's supposed to rain.
Oh no. I'm feeling rain and I hear thunder and lightning. Guys, I think there's a storm brewing. Paul was right. I'm gonna go below deck and I'm gonna check on Paul and see what he's up to down there. While I'm gone, you guys better come up with a good plan about how we're gonna get our ship to where we need to go without wrecking. What are you guys thinking? What you think, Daniel?
Get everybody on board.
Get everybody on board. Everybody's gonna have to row. Y'all better start rowing fast to keep this ship because I feel it going from side to side. Molly?
Pray to God because we're Christians over here. We're Christians.
We better pray to God and ask him for help. Lexi?
Oh, and free
Ask
Paul.
Jesus to keep us safe and calm the storm.
Oh, you guys are good. As Paul would be so proud of y'all. Yes?
Find a whale and jump in its mouth.
Oh, no, let's don't do that.
Don't be
All
like
right.
Pinocchio.
Well, guys, we're going to read today. So if you want to go ahead and take out your story, we're going to read A Perfect Storm by Paul. If you're at home, go ahead and take out your Tracking with Jesus Bible book, and we're going to read A Perfect Storm by Paul on 13. Now, this is Paul talking to you, okay? He said, the sails snapped in the wind and the ship shook in the wild waves. Storm clouds swelled in the dark sky. I had sailed plenty of times as a missionary who brought the good news of Jesus to people far away, but now I was going on a very different type of trip. This time, I was not traveling as a free Christian. I was traveling as a prisoner, headed to Rome, and there I would stand trial for teaching people about Jesus. And right now, the weather seemed as frightening as my future. Could you imagine being on a ship like this? I would be too. The weather caused trouble almost from the beginning, and over the wind blew us off course. And I had a strong feeling that we needed to stop for a while. So I tried to talk to the crew. I said, guys, if we keep going like this, we're going to run into lots of trouble. And I had a strong feeling that we were going to lose our cargo, the ship will wreck, and our lives will be in grave danger. I warned them. But most Most of the captains didn't take selling advice from prisoners, so they didn't listen, and we kept on going. Sure enough, the weather got downright dangerous. Fierce storms blew in from every direction and battered our boat. Can you guys feel that? Can you feel rocking with the boat? Oh guys, can you feel that at home? Woo! I'm getting a little seasick too. It got so bad, the sailors had to toss most of their supplies off board. Y'all toss the cargo off board, because if not, at home, toss that cargo off board. We're
Well,
gonna
we should
sink.
keep some food.
Just keep the food. Don't throw the food. After hard days and sleepless nights, everyone felt tired and hungry, and most of all, we felt afraid. They were losing hope, and they were losing it fast. Finally, I had to do something, Paul said, so I gathered the ship's crew together. I said, you should have listened to me. I told you things would get bad. But don't lose hope, because last night, God's angel came to me, and he said, we will make it to Rome for my trial, and everyone on this ship will be safe. And I always believe God. Even though our ship will crash on an island, God will save all of our lives, because my hope is in Jesus. The wind kept howling, and the sea kept tossing us back and forth and back and forth. You guys at home, hold on. We're going to make it. The sailors worked hard to keep the ship afloat, but their muscles burned and their bellies growled, and worry and fear shadowed their eyes. So I spoke up again, and I said, hey guys, we've been fighting this horrible weather for 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine being on a ship like that for 2 weeks? That's a long time. So do you have a little snack in your bag? So get your snack out. If you don't, just pretend. If you got a little snack at home, take it out, and we're gonna feed, we're gonna give ourselves a little snack, and we're gonna be okay. Let's eat something and forget about our troubles. Trust me, you're all going to be okay. Then I took some bread, and I thank God for it. There you go. I see you guys eating back there, but don't forget to say a little prayer of thanks. Can we all say a little prayer of thanks? Dear God, we thank you for this bread that you have provided for us on this long and dangerous journey. Amen. Sure enough, I took the bread, thanked God for it, and ate a piece. And pretty soon, everyone on board was feeling better, much, much better. Sure enough, our ship did wreck on an island, but every crew member and prisoner made it safely to shore. God had saved us all. You know what, guys? This is Paul talking to you. I've been through some very scary situations in my life. Paul has been. After he became a Christian, he had a lot of rough situations. He said angry crowds would beat me, soldiers locked me up, a poisonous snake even bit me. But every time, God was with me. I never lost hope, because I knew that I carried Jesus' power everywhere I went. Jesus' power gives me hope, and it should give you hope too. Hope means believing that something good is going to happen. And there's nothing better to do than to put your hope in our God. You guys are going to go through some tough times in your life too. Maybe you already have, but when you put your hope in God, you can be sure that something good is waiting on the other side. Guys, I hope you learned from Paul that even though we can go through some really difficult situations in life, that we can always turn to God and look to Him for hope through prayer. It doesn't mean that we're not going to go through rough times in life, Doesn't mean that life is going to be easy. But you know what? I put my hope in God. And eventually, God will bring you through it. It may be a hard lesson that you learn. I've learned some hard lessons in my life. But I'm thankful for those hard lessons that I learned. Because you know what? It builds your character. And it builds your trust in Jesus. And it builds your trust in God. Because you know that even though times can get tough, and you may have to go through some tough times, that on the other side, there's always hope. Because one day, we're going to be with God in heaven. And we're just on a journey here. But one day, we're going to be in heaven with our Father. Isn't that going to be a great day? Mm-hmm. All right. So guys, I hope that when you have those tough times, that you look to God, say a prayer, and just have trust. Okay? All right. Tomorrow, you guys are going to join me for another Bible adventure, but we're going to meet a guy named Peter. You guys know anything about Peter?
Yes.
You do? What do you know about Peter, Lexi?
Of Jesus.
He was a disciple of Jesus. Yeah. He was actually one of the first disciples of Jesus. So tomorrow, whether you're at home or whether you're here with me in person, we are going to be looking on page 21 at Born to be Bold. And this story is by Peter. So guys, thank you for joining me. And I think we had a great time. So before you get off the ship, make sure you walk the gangplank very carefully.
Wait, what kind of ship is it?
I don't know. That's a great question. I bet since they're heading to Rome, it's probably a Roman ship.
It was the ship that was
Bye guys. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. It might be. It doesn't.
Spread out. You gotta have room. Make 2 rows so you
I
can all
have one
see.
person. I have one person's room. So what
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Don't open your bag yet.
I already opened it.
Okay. So, welcome to Imagination Station. You know, what's my name? Miss Beth. What is your name? I'm sorry. Reed. And you are Daniel and Molly, Xander, Tristan, Sarah, Emma, and oh wait a minute, what's your name, Lisa? Oh wait, that's what. I just love you, Lisa. So today is day 2 of VBS, and we are going to learn about Jesus' power gives us hope. Can y'all say that with me? Jesus' power gives us hope. Say it with a little enthusiasm. Jesus' power gives us hope. Thank you very much. Okay, so our Bible verse is going to be strong and courageous, all you who put your hope in the Lord. Psalms 31:24. That's going to be on the back of your little card today. And her name is Ava. She is a red-tailed eagle? Hawk. Red-tailed hawk, I'm sorry. Red-tailed hawk. Okay?
Because that was an eagle.
Huh? Say what? Yes, I know. So, y'all have imagination today? Oh, it don't sound like y'all have no imagination.
Yes. It's coming right over
I'm
there.
so excited that you are here. I can't wait to see what amazing things we discover today. It's going to be so much fun. How many of you like bubbles?
I love bubbles.
Okay. Miss Tanya, can you do me a favor? Yes. Are you allergic to Clorox wipes? Okay. You want to take and get a Clorox wipe and wipe each one of these and hand it to them? Oh. For me? And they can keep it.
Can we make a bubble machine?
Grab one wipe
Take the
and just
little
wipe it.
dipper and put it. And
Do not open the Miss Tanya's going to hand you a bubble thing, and then we're going to do a little experiment before we move on. You can set your bags down. You don't need your bags right this morning, okay?
I want to open it.
We'll take out Tuesdays. It's going to be this.
good thing with
Take it
balls
out
that
Tuesday and set your bag behind you.
I think I might have broke one of my balls.
It's okay.
It's not spherical, I know.
Set out, look, this is Tuesday.
Blue, y'all.
The blue. And then set your bag behind you so it won't be in the way.
All
right.
Like a little band, or am I?
I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay. So, looks like a lot of you people forgot your imagination. So we got to bring in this imagination.
I have my imagination.
Today's only day 2. So I thought some people might forget. So I talked to my friend Ava. You know who my friend Ava is?
The red-tailed
Hawk.
hawk.
Red-tailed hawk. For ideas. Do you think you know what she told me?
No.
You want to hear what she told me?
Something about flying, maybe.
You think she told me something about flying?
No.
Seeing. Seeing. Oh, that makes sense because they can see through the fog.
Anyway, she told me something very incredible. So, Sarah, what did I have to go through? Sorry, y'all. My kids got to tell me what I got to do on my phone.
I don't like how you do
I bet it's something about seeing something
Seeing something
with
or
far away.
Do you think God is imaginative?
yes.
Okay, you're being videoed. So just,
Sorry.
thank you,
I
girl.
just said
Best.
window. I have never seen.
It went to the wrong one. Okay. Oh. I don't need you to talk yet. Okay. So, that he created red-tailed hawks with a unique, one-of-a-kind creative call. Let's close our eyes and imagine that we are red-tailed hawks on the top of a big, beautiful mountain. Okay? I want you to close your eyes. This is where your imagination comes in. And I want you to imagine that you are on the top of a big, beautiful mountain. And we're about to take flight. You know how hawks fly? All right? Everybody close your eyes. Ready? Okay. Was that cool? Did y'all imagine you were flying?
Yes, and I was very scared.
It was kind of scary, huh? You thought you was gonna fall on the ground, huh?
Yeah, and I just imagined that was flying,
So that was cool. Ava has an amazing call. Okay? Now that your imaginations have taken flight, let's move on. Who's ready to answer I can't talk today, a special question?
Now.
Are y'all ready?
Yes.
You don't look ready.
Yes.
Yes.
I am.
All right, now you're ready. Okay, here we go. Red-tailed hawks have great eyesight, but can they see colors or see only black and white? If you think colors, raise your hand. If you think black and white, raise your hand. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 6 for black and white, and we have 4 for color. So, are y'all ready for the answer?
Yours would be easier.
Drum roll. Okay. In fact, they can see more colors than humans can. Imagine that.
Because they can't even see heat sending. That's how they find their prey.
All right. You have your bubbles? Y'all have one?
Can we grab them? Can we grab them?
You can have one.
Like, but they can't really see it. They can like sense it in their head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like
It's kind of like
Okay. Everybody has their bubbles?
yeah.
All right. Well, I can see that your brains are bubbling over with imagination. So let's see what we can discover about those bodacious things called bubbles. All right? So now I want you to open your bubbles and I want you to blow a bubble.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that.
Not your bag. Bag is
Ow!
not yet.
Ow! Ow!
never. I don't have fingernails, so I can't do this.
I didn't have this thing out.
Or you gotta pop that top, y'all.
All you do is pop it. Look, just pop it. It just pops. Push it up.
It's kind of tough.
Ow! That hurt. I need to look.
Yeah, push it.
Bring here. Bring here.
I'm probably
Use your saving.
the post.
Yeah, push it hard.
If you need,
Look, here you go.
if you need anything to open it with, just put it against the post and pop it.
There we go. Everybody got it?
All right, blow some bubbles. Blow some bubbles.
Oh no, the wind's going that way. Blow that way, so it doesn't get anybody.
Y'all see how them bubbles make a circle? And y'all see the colors they make?
Whoa!
Are y'all looking? Do you know that no matter what shape a bubble comes out, it always ends up being a sphere in a circle? Did you know that?
Wow. You want it to look like that, so kind of
God's amazing.
Wait, I have an idea.
Imagination.
I have an idea.
So,
Why? It's still bland.
they make me happy. Bubbles make me happy because they remind me of hope. Hope lifts my spirit. Does hope lift your spirit?
Kind of.
Kind of. So, and bubbles are beautiful. Just like the hope we have in Jesus is beautiful. Today, every time you see a bubble, remember that Jesus' power gives us hope. Thank you. Okay. Did you know bubbles are actually made from a layer of water between 2 layers of soap film?
Oh yeah.
I did not know.
Like a soap sandwich.
So.
It's kind of like a soap sandwich. So,
Yes, I do.
look at the bubbles bouncing around in your circle. Did you know no matter how a bubble starts out, if you leave it alone, it will always form a sphere, a perfectly round shape. All right? So, blow some bubbles a little bit.
I'm blowing them towards my brother.
Do you know why bubbles always form spheres?
No, because
No,
of
because
the
there's
way-
so bubbles inside.
A bubble wants to be a sphere because that shape has the least amount of surface tension.
Well,
A little science here for you.
oh, I didn't.
Of all possible shapes, cubes, pyramids, squares, a sphere has the smallest amount of outside area. That's why bubbles all want to be round. Imagine that. All right, now you can close your bubbles.
Bubbles are in my ears.
You can take these home and you can do bubbles at home. All right?
The
These
bubbles
are yours
in
to
my
keep.
ears.
All right? You'll put them in your bag whenever we get through, okay? Just make sure your lid is closed so it don't
Yeah, you gotta.
It says something about hovering.
Are y'all ready to learn about our new sciencey fun gizmo today?
Yes.
Okay, it is called, guess what it's called?
Open hover.
You read the thing. Hope in hovers. So today we're discovering that Jesus' power gives us hope. I don't know about you, but I really need the hope that Jesus gives us. Like we just saw, bubbles rise into the air when we blow into the bubble solution. Today's sciencey fun gizmo kind of reminds me of bubbles. That is way more fun. All right, y'all ready?
I like bubbles.
This, my friends, is called a hope and hover, and we are fixing to learn how to do it, okay? I'm going to give you a few ideas, and then I'm going to tell you a little thing why this is called a hope and hover. And then you're going to play with it a little while, all right? So, and sometimes when I'm feeling a little down, how many of you felt down before? You know, like sad or down?
Today.
I need to remember the hope Jesus gives us. The hope Jesus gives us I can't talk today, raises my spirits and makes me feel better, okay? And sometimes another person might be feeling down, like a friend or a neighbor or parent or somebody, or your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad. And I can tell that friend about the hope we have in Jesus. Then the hope Jesus gives can make my friend feel better. You think so? Yes, because Jesus gives us hope. He wants us to feel good, and he wants us to be happy, okay? And in other times, I can celebrate with my friends that we both have hope in Jesus. We can thank Jesus together for the hope he gives us, okay? Ready? let's open our bags and we're gonna put it together. All right, first take out your tube. Not the ball yet, just the tube. Leave your ball in your bag so they don't roll away.
What about this?
Take out that, this little thing right here.
Think it no.
All right, now you're gonna take this part and you're gonna stick it in the square right here, okay?
It's a bit wiggly.
You gotta stick it in where it's steady. See, mine's
So
steady.
where this is like kind of rounded, it goes over the tube part. Is
Just-
it like straight?
It's supposed to be straight. Make sure it's in there. See, turn it over and you can do like this and it's not gonna come out. All right,
Oh,
now
Okay, it works.
I drew little faces on my balls. Y'all like my beautiful little faces? Yes, you will. Now, if my fan does not blow my balls away, then we'll be all right. So, all right, y'all ready? I'm gonna show you. Watch. The fan caught it, and I'm gonna turn my fan off, I guess.
Your face is rolling away. You need to turn the wind
My
off.
face is rolling away. Here, let's turn this fan around so that it won't blow there. All right, now see, both of my balls are on here. This is me and my friend. You remember when I told you about our friend? You ready?
I don't know how you can look at it.
My friend had hope, just the wind got it. You just gotta practice it a little bit. Practice
have
with
to
one. With one, you're gonna hold your finger over one hole, okay? What?
Yeah, kind of do this. Oh no.
Oh, look, Gracie's got it.
I need a.
The wind keeps catching us, so it's kind of.
I need a stick. Just shove in there so I can raise it up. I
Ah!
have to do this.
Look.
It's gonna like roll away.
Yeah, you gotta blow very gentle. You gotta be very gentle, because God's touch is gentle, right? God's not aggressive. He's not mean. He's not hateful or anything. He's very gentle. Okay? So you got to be gentle.
I found three
Alright.
balls.
They
Is
should
anybody
have
missing
will
the
their
ball?
crayon right on their ball? Because it said a marker, but I don't think she put markers on there. Let's see if it will. If your crayon will write on your ball, then you can draw your face on your ball.
Yay. I want to see how hard I can draw.
That's great. She gets it really high. Gracie, she's going to video you. Look, she's got it. Molly's got it.
Ah, spider webs.
Wow.
Mine goes up and then goes
There you
down.
go,
Whoa,
Grace.
that's high. It went on Daniel's side. Oh, I did it.
Did
I
you
need
see
to
if your
pick up
crayon,
this.
your colors will write on your ball?
It feels like this is choking me. Oh.
But this is cool.
Isn't it neat?
It's balanced.
Now, when you go home, if your thing gets a little wet, you can put like some gray tape or some electrical tape around it so that it won't smash if you get it too wet. Because some people kind of slobber a little, so you know.
I always.
But you can put your bubbles and your hover, hope and hover in there. And remember that Jesus' power gives us what?
Oh.
Hope. All right, you're going to be learning about Jesus' power gives you hope today. Do you remember what our Bible verse is? I have it wrote down.
Yes.
Jesus gives us courageous all you put in hope in the Lord. Oh, I have draws on mine.
Very good.
I need draws on mine.
Yeah, Jesus gives us the strength to do hard things. And today we talked about Paul. And Paul's story, remember Paul was on the ship as a prisoner. because he's a Christian. And how did they get through? Even though the ship wrecked, they knew the ship was going to wreck, they all survived. And they survived because they had
Faith in God.
They have hope. Jesus provides our hope. So he provides our strength to get through hard things, and he provides us hope. So don't forget that. Keep that in your mind. So when you have rough days or you have problems, just remember, Jesus is our strength and Jesus is our hope. Okay? You guys did great today. I was really impressed, Miss Vicki, with their attention and with their knowledge. So, good job, guys. Okay.